Hello dear students and friends. Today I am going to discuss a delightful poem written by Donne, a great metaphysical poet, and the name of the poem is The Sun Rising. Okay, first of all, I will just go through the text of the poem, okay, and then along with that, I will just explain the poem line by line. Okay, this will be an explanation, line by line explanation of the poem. Okay, so the poem begins in a dramatic fashion in which Donne addresses the sun, okay, as fool, old fool, okay. So in a very, with a great amount of sarcasm, with a great amount of impertinence, he addresses the sun simply because of its interference in his love making with his beloved. Alright, I'll just go through the poem and along with that, explain the points. Okay, the poem begins like this. Busy old fool, unruly sun, why dost thou thus through windows and through curtains call on us? Here the poet, Donne, is really displeased. He is really upset. Okay, because the sun has interfered in his love making with his beloved. Okay, he cannot tolerate the presence of the sun, okay, which is disturbing in their love making. So he addresses the sun as old fool, unruly, okay. And why the sun has disturbed them, it is beyond his comprehension. He cannot understand why the sun is disturbing lovers like them in their love making. So he is asking it actually quite aggressively that why dost thou thus through windows and through curtains call on us? Why you just peek through the windows and the curtains and disturb us in this moment of intimacy and love making? Must to thy motions lovers seasons run? So he is asking the sun, do you really feel, do you really believe that the lovers' seasons should run according to your wishes? Alright. Then again, in a very strong way, strong manner, he is condemning the sun. Okay, saucy, pedantic wretch. Okay, he calls it a saucy, pedantic wretch. Go chide late school boys and sore apprentices. Now this time he is calling the sun a wretch. Wretch means a very unpleasant person. Okay, somebody actually who is very disgusting. So he is again chiding the sun. In fact, criticizing the sun as a very unpleasant thing. In fact, sun has been actually given a personified appearance or existence. The way he is talking to the sun, it appears as if the sun is a living being or it is a character in the poem. So he is addressing the sun, alright, as saucy, pedantic wretch. Alright, this is really derogatory. This is full of sarcasm. So he is saying that the sun is really unpleasant. It is an old fool. It is a pedantic wretch. Pedantic means somebody actually who is really concerned about very little things. Alright. So the sun is something actually which is really unpleasant, and its intention is to create disturbance to the lovers. So he is really disgusted with the sun and he is scolding the sun. So he's saying, go chide, go scold. Chide is to scold somebody, rebuke or reprimand somebody. Go chide late late schoolboys. Then he's asking the son, why don't you just go there and call the late schoolboys and sore apprentices and those apprentices, those sore apprentices, those apprentices who are actually, who have a bitter temper. Why don't you go to those schoolboys, then warn them, make them alert. In fact, those apprentices, those people, the workmen, just give them the warning that it is morning and they have to get up and get on with their work. Okay. Instead of disturbing the lovers, you should go to those schoolboys and those apprentices, okay, to make them alert that they have to begin their work. Okay, go tell court huntsman. You go to tell the court huntsman that the king will ride. You tell the court huntsman. You tell those hunters of the court. Okay, those courtiers who follow the king, and tell them that the king will ride. Okay, so your job is to just inform the huntsmen, inform the courtiers, inform the followers of the king that the king will ride at any given moment. So why don't you go there to warn them? And call country ends to harvest offices. And here actually the word ends represents the farmers. Just like the ants, actually the farmers are also very hardworking. So why don't you just go to those farmers and then call them, inform them that they have to get back to the task of harvesting the crops. Those farmers, inform them that they have to complete their work, complete their harvest, complete the process of cutting the crops and gathering them or collecting them. Love all alike, no season knows nor climate, because love knows no season, no climate, nor hours. It doesn't know the hours, days, months. Okay, lovers don't know these things, the seasons of climate, or hours, days, months, which are the rags of time, which are only parts of time. But lovers don't know these things, like seasons, climates, hours, days, months. These are beyond love. These are things beyond love. Okay, these things cannot control love. These things cannot restrict love. Thy beams so reverent and strong, why shouldest thou think? Then again the point Donne is asking, why the sun should think that its beams are so strong, so respected. Why it should think like that? I could eclipse and cloud them with a wink. He says that I can just close my eyes and then I can wink my eye and then eclipse your rays. But that I would not lose her sight so long. But he doesn't want to do that, because that would mean that he will lose sight of his beloved. If her eyes have not blinded thine, look and tomorrow tell me. Then he is again saying, telling the son that the eyes of my beloved, okay, if the eyes of my beloved have not blinded yours, have not blinded you, look, you just look, and tomorrow just tell me. Tomorrow tell me whether both the Indias of spice and mine be where thou leftest them, or lie here with me. So then you just come back and tell me. When you come back tomorrow, and you just tell me that whether those Indias, that is both the East Indies or the West Indies, known for the spice as well as gold mines, are still there where they were, okay, or they are with them. That means the poet actually feels that the entire world belongs to him and his beloved, because they are lovers, and to them, okay, loving each other is just like possessing the whole world. So both the Indies, East as well as the West Indies, belong to them, because they are lovers who love each other really passionately. Ask for those kings whom thou sawest yesterday, and thou shalt hear all here in one bed lay. So this is just like the whole world. We are both for each other, the whole world. She is all states and all princes I. So in possessing her, I possess the whole states, all kingdoms, and that's why I feel just like all the princes or all the kings of the world. Nothing else is. Nothing else matters. Princes but to play us compared to this. Princes are just nothing. All honors mimic, all wealth alchemy. So in comparison to our love, all the honor is nothing. Even wealth is insignificant. Thou, son, art half as happy as we. You are not half as, even you are not half as happy as we are. Even if you are happy, you are half as happy as we are. Because we are really delighted, very happy with each other. In that, the world's contracted thus. Because for us, the world is just contracted. It is confined. It is compressed into a small entity. Okay, because we love each other, the whole world belongs to us. Thine is ox ease, and since thy duties be to warm the world, that's done in warming us. So the point is telling the sun that your age, you are getting old. That's why you need rest. Okay? Your duty is to warm the world, and that is done if you warm us. Shine here to us, shine to us, and thou art everywhere. If you shine here to us, then you are everywhere. This bed thy center is. This is the center. Our bed is the center, where the lovers are, the poet along with his beloved are. Okay? Their bed. That moment of intimacy, that moment of love shared by these two lovers in that bed, that is the center. So he is asking the sun to just shine there. These walls thy spear, and these walls are the spear. These walls are the boundaries of the world. That means to Zondan and his beloved, their room is the world for them. The world is contracted or compressed into a single entity. Okay, so he's asking the sun to shine there in the room, in their bed, which is the center, and it will shine everywhere. The poet asks the sun why it is shining and disturbing him and his lover in bed. Okay, in the poem. He is asking the sun why it is disturbing them. In fact, it should go away and do other things rather than disturb them. Like wake up ants or rush little schoolboys to start their day. And it should also just push the lovers. In fact, it should just allow the lovers to savor or relish, to enjoy their union. After all, sunbeams are nothing compared to the power of love. The rays of the sun are nothing in comparison to love. Everything the sun might see around the world is pale in comparison to the beloved's captivating beauty. Okay, the bedroom is the whole world for them. So here, the poet Zondan glorifies love, his love for his beloved, and he criticizes the sun for disturbing them in their lovemaking. So this is really a very fascinating poem, one of the most delightful or one of the most fascinating poems ever written by Zonda. I hope you have understood my explanation. So until the next time, goodbye. Thank you.